喜剧是什么？幽默是什么？每年国际明星云集的墨尔本喜剧节，也是高手同台竞技、切磋学艺的地方。他们是如何做到让不同文化背景的观众开怀大笑的？一起来听3位亚裔笑星是怎么说的。
Hey champ, what's your name?
Chris.
Chris?
Hey Chris.
Chris, have you ever met Sammy before?
I love watching comedians because it's an insight into their brain. So when I sit watching comedians, I'm seeing your brain. Then afterwards at 9:15, I'm going to see your brain at work, and then I'm going to see your brain at work. So for me, it's all about how different minds work, and that's why I love comedy so much.
Did you enjoy the summer this year? It was on a Tuesday, wasn't it?
There's many different types of comedy shows. There's comedy shows which are musical, there's comedy shows which are short, different character acts where the whole show's the same actor playing many different characters. I saw a show where it's just dancing, like lots of dance acts. There's clowning shows where the performer doesn't even talk to an audience, but it has them in the palm of their hand for the entire hour.
I think it's very important to understand the culture of a place when you perform there. So when the audience can see that you've invested time in learning about them, then they will happily go beyond their borders as well.
Often when I meet people abroad, the first thing they say is, "Oh, you're Indian." I know about India. I've seen Slumdog Millionaire. That's like me saying, "Oh, you're English." I know about the English because I've seen Mr. Bean. Huh?
You know, a lot of it is also about intent. If the audience understands that your intent is not to offend and just to entertain, then they will let you take them anywhere. So once you can get that across, once the audience buys into your persona, then I don't think any subject is taboo.
I remember taking driving lessons in London. This instructor says, "Oh, you Indians, why don't you drive in a straight line?" I said, "Listen, in England you drive on the left of the road. In Calcutta, we drive on what is left of the road." Huh?
But in terms of Asian comedians in Australia, there aren't that many. And I guess one of the things is that I kind of never saw myself as an Asian comedian. I just saw myself as a comedian. And I kind of equate comedy with music. People are quite passionate about knowing exactly what music they like, and they'll go out and support concerts and festivals. I see comedy the same way.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Cube. First rule of Fight Cube is you do not talk about Fight Cube.
You might not like the Belle and Sebastian version of comedy, but you might love the AC/DC version of comedy. So there's many different voices out there. It's just important for people to go out there and find out what is the comedy that suits them.
To give your camera phone more height, raise your arms until you're blocking the guy behind you's line of sight.
I think humour is a terrific way for children and adults to be able to diffuse uncomfortable situations. If they're verbal, right? If they're physical, maybe call the police.
Like, you know, if a racist incident happens on a bus and someone doesn't have an iPhone to film it, did it really happen? Right.
If you can make them laugh, then they're not going to talk anymore because hopefully they will be guffawing and, like, you know, you will have disabled their ability to speak, which is pretty great.
If I hear someone on a bus go, "Hey, why can't you speak English?" Maybe I would go up and just say something equally random like, "Why can't you play the piano?"
For me, it's a lot easier if you don't take yourself too seriously. A lot of people in life, they take themselves far too seriously, and I'm all for people taking their work seriously and what they do seriously, and probably, you know, if you're an air traffic controller, you should probably take your job seriously, but don't take your life seriously and don't take yourself seriously.
And then you go out, so you do go out, so you go out, and then you, no, I got this, so you go out, so you go out.
I still love coming to the festival every year and watching all these people from all over the world come here and make audiences laugh just with their voices and a microphone, and just to see how they do it, because every time you do feel like you're watching someone do something magical and different. So that's kind of why I do it. I just want to see how it works.
Gonna see your face again.